Hello and welcome to your Eastern Idaho planning briefing for Saturday, March 14th. My name's Alex from the National Weather Service in Pocatello, and I'll take you through the briefing today. Taking a look at your weather impact summary, periods of rain and snow are expected through the weekend, maybe even a few pockets of freezing rain this morning across the northern Snake Plain. And we may have some occasional periods of moderate to heavy snow as well. We'll give you a better idea of where and when that could happen on the forecast radar in a few slides. Still, the trend that started a couple of days ago is still expected to continue, that being the drier conditions working into the area for Monday and Tuesday. But the same area of low pressure that's just off of the Washington and Oregon coast, giving us the precipitation this weekend. That same low pressure will move back into the Great Basin by the middle and later parts of next week, and that will bring rain and snow showers back into the area. Taking a look at the satellite picture, the area of low pressure has developed. It's just off the extreme northwest corner of the Oregon coast, and that low is essentially going to be kind of parked in the same location through the weekend. It'll slowly drift south along the Oregon coast this weekend. By Monday, be located just off of the northern California coast, and it'll slide down the California coast through midweek. As it does so, that'll allow for the drying trend to develop. But as you can see here on the forecast low track, that low will move back into Nevada and Utah by middle and later part of next week. Taking a look at your weather impact overview matrix, we've got plenty of wind across the Snake Plain and eastern Magic Valley this morning, actually creating some pockets of blowing dust between the Pocatello Airport and American Falls. There'll also be some isolated thunderstorms this afternoon. Really possible anywhere with the best chances, though, across the Snake Plain and the eastern Magic Valley. The heaviest snow today, we think, will be across the higher elevations across the upper Snake Highlands, the Island Park area, the Montana border region, the central Idaho mountains, especially the mid and upper slopes, and also across the eastern highlands. Now, we can't rule out some brief heavy snow across the Snake Plain this evening. We'll show you on the forecast radar again where the best chances are. As we go through the night, look for precipitation to wind down for those areas across the South Hills and the Southeast Highlands. The heavier snow should shift north and west and continue across the upper Snake Highlands, Montana border region, and the central Idaho mountains. For tomorrow, windy conditions, windy south winds will redevelop across the South Hills, Southeast Highlands, Magic Valley, and the Snake Plain, with a round of thunderstorms possible across all of East Idaho Sunday afternoon. Then we'll see things wind down Sunday night with much lighter snow showers continuing across the Lost River, Wood River, Sawtooth, and South Lehigh County areas. Mainly dry conditions across the area Tuesday and for much of Wednesday. By the time we get into Wednesday afternoon, we'll see some valley rain and mountain snow return to mostly southern and eastern portions of East Idaho. Here's a look at the forecast radar now as we go through the day today. Again, blue colored areas are where snow is forecast. Green colored areas are where rain is forecast, and pink is the mix or freezing rain potential. We'll allow this to play through here, and then I'll start talking about it when it restarts back with this morning, which we'll do shortly. So right now, you can see these areas of heavier snowfall expected across the southern highlands, the eastern highlands, the upper Snake Highlands along the Montana border, portions of the Arco Desert even. Now notice when we get into this evening, this is when that potential for moderate snow occurs across the Snake Plain, mostly west of Blackfoot. Idaho Falls will be close. It likely will get into Rexburg this evening, and particularly across the Arco Desert. We'll see that shot of potentially moderate to heavy snow this evening. It won't last all that long, but it could put down a quick 1 to 3 inches of slushy snowfall. Same thing across the eastern highlands here this morning, getting up into the Teton Valley. Maybe a quick 1 to 3, 4 inches of slushy snowfall. We'll let this run through one more time, go through tonight. You can see things do wind down tonight, really, except for the upper Snake Highlands and central Idaho mountains. And really for tomorrow, it's on and off, showery activity, not nearly as much precipitation as what's expected for today. and particularly drying into Monday as well. So how much snow? This is for the rest of today. And you can see the highest amounts along the Montana border, getting into the Big Hole Mountains, Palisades area. And then for tonight, much of this falling this evening here across the Arco Desert, INL, to just near Idaho Falls, Rexburg. A lot of that's this evening. Farther north, across the Upper Snake Highlands towards Island Park, this snow will be occurring through most of the overnight, and then same here across the southern sections of the Central Idaho Mountains. This snow will be occurring throughout the night. Notice farther south, though, things really taper off, and the heaviest snow accumulations are actually above pass level. Same thing for Sunday. We see the snow showers continue across the Central Idaho Mountains, the Upper Snake Highlands, the Montana border area. Otherwise, much drier and milder conditions. You see how things wind down as we get into Sunday night and Monday. Much lighter accumulations across the board, with that drier trend again into Monday night. High temperatures today will be into the upper 40s, low 50s across the southern Snake Plain. And so we'll see rapid cooling this evening with that band of moderate snowfall that we showed you on the forecast radar. So that's why we think a slushy 1 to 3 inches of accumulation given the mild temperatures today. Tonight, though, areas from Idaho Falls to Craters and points north getting below freezing. Elevations mainly above 6,000 feet across the eastern highlands getting below freezing. So it's really just the southern Snake Plain, South Hills that stay above freezing tonight. We'll have some breezy southerly winds across the whole area tomorrow, and that'll pump our temperatures well up into the 50s across the southern Snake Plain and South Hills. So no winter weather impacts tomorrow for these areas. We do cool off tomorrow night, though, and temperatures will be a few degrees colder than they will be on Sunday morning. Still continued mild on Monday. And here's a look at the low temperatures getting into Tuesday morning. The mild trend continues on Tuesday. We're not expecting the significant cool down like we were a few days ago. So the mild conditions will continue instead. Wind gusts this morning, they're even stronger than this actually from American Falls to Pocatello. We've had wind gusts over 50 miles per hour. So that's created some strong crosswinds along Interstate 86, some patchy blowing dust as well. These winds will come down though this morning. They'll be strongest just through about mid-morning, and then they will come down. But the gusty south to southwest winds will continue across the Central Idaho Mountains through the day, as you can see here by the wind gust forecast this afternoon. Tomorrow afternoon, we'll see some breezy south winds across the whole area. We could see even some stronger gusts than this from Coldwater up to Fort Hall. So again, summarizing, periods of rain, snow, maybe even a pocket of freezing rain across the northern Snake Plain this morning. The heaviest, most widespread snow will be through Sunday morning, and then the precipitation will become more occasional and showery. And then we'll really see a drying trend develop on Monday with mainly dry conditions on Tuesday. Wednesday, we'll start to reintroduce some rain and snow showers across the southern and eastern portions of East Idaho, with some widespread precipitation Thursday and Friday. That'll conclude the briefing for today. If you have any comments, questions, or feedback, we welcome those to the phone number, email, or social media accounts that you see here. Otherwise, please join us again for the Sunday, March 15th briefing. Thank you.